we got Munguia and John Ryder coming up on January 27th. I think that's the date. Right now they just had a face-off yesterday. It looks like they're very serious about this fight right now. This is a career builder or a career breaker. And these days it is, but I feel like they can still contend for stuff either way. But a lot of people look at it that way, but it is. If you want to be all in as far as John Ryder, if he's not an option for a big fight or Canelo, he's definitely not trying to lose this fight. So he's trying to ruin all that. And also Munguia, he's trying to be a top fighter right now. You know what I'm saying? He's very young. He's trying to lead his age group. He see guys like Benavidez has pressed the gas a little bit. So he's definitely trying to throw his name in the hat as a big-time athlete, especially in the sport of boxing. But it's definitely going to be a huge fight. I think January is kind of underrated. People don't understand these fights are going to help build in the future. But with John Ryder, he says a lot of different things. One thing I didn't notice was that Freddie Roach was actually in the corner for Munguia for this fight. Munguia has went away from Eric Morales, who was just training him recently, and he's going in a different direction. So he's going with Freddie Roach. He feel like he's basically hit his peak, and he's trying to see other things. You know, sometimes guys like Oscar advise that, which is smart. That's how Canelo knows to do a little different things now because, well, I'm not going to say that because Canelo hasn't worked strictly with other boxers. So Oscar threw that idea, but Canelo didn't do that, though. But with Munguia, he's trying that out, you know what I'm saying, going with some different guys and just trying to go around. Same thing that Devin Haney did recently, so it's not anything mysterious, but that's what's going on right now. Guys are trying to take each other's heads off. And John Ryder right now, he feels like the last fight with Munguia was scored fairly. And he hopes that the judges do the same with this fight. You know, every fight is different, but he's not really going to go in there worrying about it. But he just wants to know that his skills will be displayed and will they be accounted for when he goes in the ring. But I think John Ryder has an excellent chance of winning the fight. You know what I'm saying? I think this is a strictly 50-50 fight. I don't think you can go outside the. A lot of times people like to say, well, you know, it can go this way. I really don't know what type of fight it's going to be because John Ryder's a tough guy. People haven't really embarrassed him at all, especially with a KO. A lot of other things that just a strictly embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? Just one of those embarrassing KOs. I haven't seen him go out like that yet, strictly like that. But Munguia has a chance to do that. You know, with a lot of things that he's doing, I feel like he got a lot stronger since he's moved up in weight. Even though Derevyanchenko isn't a solid 168, I feel like that's still top competition. So with John Ryder, he's definitely has a chip on his shoulder. I would give him the edge right now because he's kind of getting overlooked. Munguia's kind of the chosen one right now, which isn't bad. You know what I'm saying? He's earned that spot. He has 42 fights, so he's definitely on his way as far as being the top name in the sport of boxing. But John Ryder's not trying to be overlooked right now. A lot of these guys got long careers, and I don't think someone wants to be Munguia's leftovers or they want to get in there and just be a stepping stone. That's definitely not what he's trying to do. And that's a position they put a lot of guys in right now, which is good for boxing because a lot of guys have got comfortable. In John Ryder's case, I can understand what he's saying because he feels like guys are getting opportunities before him. And I feel like it is a lot of guys getting opportunities right now. I don't know why. That's just what's going on right now. But I feel like it's not a big deal because he's going to be able to fight his way through. Now, if he didn't get this opportunity right now, then I'll understand. But he has a great opportunity. A lot of guys don't get this far. So you need to appreciate this, you know what I'm saying? You can fight Munguia right now. And that's still a top fight. And like John Ryder said, if I had to pick some names off a list, most of them would have been probably Munguia. That probably would have been the first name on there. He said that would have been the top name that he would have his #1 choice. So he got his first choice. It's definitely gonna be a huge fight though. This is the fight I've been waiting on. But I don't like that it's deciding the Canelo thing. That's just a whole nother story. Because I feel like you setting up to the point where you acting like John Ryder don't got a chance, because if he wins, it's not like he's gonna get a chance at a fight. So you know what I'm saying? That's just a whole nother story though. But it's definitely gonna be a huge fight with Munguia though. It's gonna be in Arizona. I think by then it should be a little bit warm. But it's gonna be a huge fight, man. He feels like the judge is gonna be able to judge fairly though. He feels like Munguia in that last fight, he pulled it out in the 12th round against Derevyanchenko. He feels like he was probably neck and neck all the way through. Yeah, it was a very close fight, man. It was a very good fight. It was fight of the year. I definitely like that fight. That was definitely fight of the year. That was a huge fight to me. I feel like this one can be fight of the year as well. John Ryder, he's not going in there to lay down. He got a lot of respect when he went to Mexico. When he went to Mexico, they showed him a lot of respect, because they already know he coming to fight. He's not coming to lay down. He coming to do a huge job. But with Canelo though, if John Ryder does fight, he probably go towards another way. But I already put that video out already. Y'all can look it up. But with John Ryder right now, he can mess everything up right now. He can ruin all the plans. He can really do it. The only way I can see that happening right now is if Munguia is not comfortable at the weight. If he's not comfortable at that weight, then it look like John Ryder will probably take this. But right now, from what I'm seeing, it feels like he's very comfortable at the weight. We're like 10 days away from weigh-in, so it don't look like he's gonna have to drain himself or anything like that, so he's gonna be very comfortable. It's probably his natural weight right here anyways. It's probably closest to his natural weight he ever been, so he doesn't have to worry about moving up because of weight or being drained or anything, so it's definitely gonna be helpful. Definitely. But a lot of these guys got options though. Like they said, both of them said if they don't want to fight Canelo, they'll take other options. So this isn't like a one-way street. It is for Canelo as far as Munguia, but for other guys, it's not. They got a lot of plans at 168. A lot of these divisions starting to come together. But I think the judges will be fair, man. If it doesn't, I mean, it's not really gonna affect anything. The fans don't really care. They want to just see certain fights. They don't really care about who wins or loses at this point. Now, if a guy they don't like that lose, then they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm laughing at him. But if it's anybody else that they like, they'll think it's a problem. So that right there, that really doesn't make sense, but that's how it goes. That's the rule in boxing right now. That's the way they going about things. Definitely that's the way they going about things. I don't like it. But it's gonna figure itself out though. If you taking big names, fans just gotta put pressure on these guys to make fights like this. Munguia knows pressure on him to make big fights. You got people asking questions about like, yeah, people saying about big fight stuff. Like, man, y'all be knowing, man. Them dudes, they don't be wanting to answer the real questions. about why guys ain't taking big fights and stuff like that. They know why. They just don't want to acknowledge it. They don't even want to ask the real questions. Like, why are you even getting an interview? You could, the stuff you asking, you already know the answer to. I could have told you half the stuff you be saying. You ain't even gotta ask Munguia. I can tell these guys most of the stuff they be asking. You do not have to ask Jaime Munguia. But John Ryder, like, he ready to go, man. That face-off was real. I feel like this gonna be a huge, tough fight. Very tough. But that's all I got, though. Like and subscribe.